I mean, I don't think he knows the offense well enough to just come in and just take over the game yet. That's the biggest thing that's holding him back right now.
Does he have enough raw, natural ability to overcome that a little bit?
I mean, when you talk about talent, of course, all the talent is there. But I mean, if you can't get in and mentally make checks and you know the talent is useless then. I mean, if you can't put people in the right place and get the ball in the right place, the talent is useless.
Where does there come a point in time when, you know, all the practice reps in the world, I mean, and you actually need to get out there and have that on-the-job training with the people in the stands?
I mean, the best way to learn is baptism by fire. So, I mean, that's what I believe. So, I mean, it's pretty soon it's starting to get to the point where if you want somebody to be playing and making a difference on the team, you know, just see what they can do in a real situation.
You played pretty heavily as a true freshman. Do you remember going through some of that yourself?
Of course. I mean, just being out there against our defense, you know, when Glenn and LaRon and all those guys were still here. I mean, just going against them for the first time. I mean, as a freshman, I mean, it's a pretty big jump. I mean, you got it's a difference between practicing with you know scouts and then going against a real defense full speed, you know, live. So I mean, I think, but that's the best way to learn is live reps. So.
Kind of along those lines, I want to hopefully ask one of the offensive linemen this, but how physical was that game the other day up front? You ran behind those guys a lot. How physically grinding was it?
I mean, it was very physical. I mean, you can't sit here and tell me that it's guys in Baton Rouge and Bama right now that's still hurting from that game. So, I mean, it was a very physical game. Every run was 3-4 yards, and come back to the huddle, line up and do it again. I mean, you didn't see too many long runs in that game. I mean, so it was a real physical game.
Does it hurt while the game is going on if you're running back? Do you feel the pain, or is adrenaline kicking in?
No, not really. I mean, I'm just in the zone, and then I really don't let the elements get to me like that. So.
When you see Herman or Saran needing some help, what's that tell you?
Oh, what do you mean needing some help?
When they were banged up or dinged up?
I mean, it tells you a lot. Like I said, it tells you it's a battle going on up front between one of my guys and one of their guys. It's a battle going on. So I mean, when they're going down and they're getting nicked, and you see some of their guys getting nicked, I mean, slugfest. You know it's a slugfest.
You said you didn't see many long runs, but you had a 31-yard touchdown.
I mean, that was probably the longest run. That was the longest run I had. I mean, that was pretty much the only long run. So I mean, the other ones were just all grinded out.
You preferred for the back end of the game to keep running the ball?
I mean, of course, I feel like if the team just want to put it on my back, I feel like they can. I mean, that's just me talking. I mean, I don't question any of the calls that coach made, but I feel like, I mean, if the team ever needs to put it on my back, they can. I feel like I have that role.
You think LSU, you always have goals, you know, the SEC West, SEC National Championship. What's your goals now that you know, those things are not attainable?
Right now, we're just worried about winning games. You know, really, we just want to win out. You know, it's a lot of teams that can't even say they're going to finish 10-3. So, I mean, we're just going to win out. You know, see if we can get ourselves a bowl game, and you know, just have fun. Just have some fun the rest of the season. SEC title is kind of, you know, is out of reach. National championship is out of reach. But I mean, we still take pride. We still gonna play football around here. So.
How important is that to get a good bowl and win that bowl, and you know? I mean, some bowls carry more prestige than others, I guess.
I mean, of course, around here, man, we got a certain pride, and we got certain standards that, I mean, really it's BCS or bust, you know. So, I mean, and a few things didn't fall our way, and I mean, but it's important that we go to a decent bowl now, because like I said, we got a lot of pride around here, and we're not used to losing. It's not something we do on the regular, so yeah, it's really important.
A little bit about that running game Saturday night. Real good run defense, and you guys had a lot of different offensive linemen, but you had enough depth. You know, how did that speak to that depth? Talk a little bit about that.
I mean, I think the guys that stepped up and the young guys that stepped up on the offensive line played great. I mean, they came in and really we never missed a beat. You know, and that's what you got to have anytime. Excuse me. Excuse me. Yeah, guys, when guys get nicked, the young guys got to step up and you know, do their part as part of the team. So I mean, I feel like that showed us, you know, a lot of where we are as far as depth and offensive line.
Yeah, and Ryan's, you know, not one of the young guys, but he's experienced enough to just lose a guy like Brett. And,
yeah, he's experienced enough to get in. I mean, Brett's the general. Ryan comes in. I mean, he's just like that. He's the center of that O-line, and he comes in and takes control, and he's running things. So.
Thank you so much.